Welcome back to some more EU4 with me, Daniel. Dan has fun playing as the Netherlands. Last episode, we took nothing from Scotland. I know that might seem kind of weird. We didn't need to. We're playing aggressive expansion juggle. We are going to do something a little bit strange, and we talked about it last episode, which if you haven't watched yet, certainly recommend. We're going to attack Nassau, but we're going to do it intentionally while we're at war with France. Why? Because then we don't rope Portugal in again. So the game plan is going to be declare war on Nassau, peace out Portugal, then peace out France, then hopefully beat up Nassau and profit. That's kind of the gist of what we're planning to do. How well it will go, we shall see. Because yeah, right now we're blocking Portugal from coming in to defend its mainland because we have ships blocking the Strait of Gibraltar. And we should be able to piece them out any time now, because we may only have 58% war score against France, but that's because of Portugal. And if we can get Portugal to piece out, that'll go pretty much to nigh on 100. Yeah, you can see we're at 99. Only at 13% war goal against Portugal, but we don't really want to attack them. They're not... We want them to be strong to protect against Spain, but they keep insisting on getting in our way despite that. We want them to do well, even though we're rivaling them. Shh, shh. Don't talk about it. I also decided between episodes, we're going to probably need all of the troops we can get away with here. So, probably bring everything over. I'm not worried about the British mainland right this second right now. It'll look after itself. There's no real unrest. I'm sure it'll be fine. You know, the British have never done anything stupid when been left to their own devices. Okay, so all of these stacks we're going to start preparing by moving over to either Breda or somewhere similar to it. There we go. And as soon as they move into our own territory, so we don't have the risk of them being black flagged, we can then peace out Portugal. Or, oh, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess we should be able to do them pretty much straight away. Okay, Portugal. Will you peace out? Yes. You seem pretty inclined to peace out, as it happens. How does that work? Oh, is that a part of La Plata they're not meant to have? That's really funny. No, that's not what we're going to do. I mean, we could nab some land for our colony. I mean, it's not the worst idea I've ever heard. I'm going to take war reparations for sure. I can't take this land from them. I need something for Spain to kind of get their teeth sunk into. What if I did this? It's not a lot of land, but it gives my colony something. You have anything that's 1%? Probably not. I mean, honestly, maybe don't take the money from them. Again, I don't want Portugal to be. I don't want them to be poor. Is any of this an inland trade route? Probably not. Yeah, this is all kind of garbage crap land. That has a centre of trade. It's got an entrepot. Well, we could even go up the other coastline if we wanted to. Is it worth any more? Not really. But yeah, I think we'll just take some colonial land, because it's worth essentially no aggressive expansion. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, sure. Congratulations, rubbish colony in South America. You get some stuff. Yeah, it's 62 aggressive expansion, but it's essentially nothing for anybody that matters. So well, that's what we'll do. We will take a handful of provinces down the coastline. I should have declared war on Nassau first, although Just out of curiosity now, would they rejoin? No, they wouldn't, because that broke Defender of the Faith. Okay, I'm glad I thought that through before I did it. Yeah. Well, hang on. Hang on. So if Spain became Defender of the Faith, that means I can't attack Nassau, but that also means that they won't attack France. Is that a good or a bad thing for us? I think that's a net positive, right? Yeah, we can't attack Nassau straight away. But they also can't attack us. Really. I mean, they could. But they're not going to attack France. They might attack the Ottomans. What's their priority? Their priority is still Portugal, and then us. But if they attacked us... I mean, if they attack us now, it's going to be dreadful, don't get me wrong. But I'd rather they attacked us now while I'm going to be pretty much piecing out and have all my troops ready than the alternative of what could happen. And they're not going to attack me straight away because they're attacking Austria because the Palatinate dragged them in. I think I'm okay with this because this means I can take more land from France. Yeah, there were pros and cons, so I could have waited until attacking the south before piecing out Portugal. Doing that meant I would have definitely been in the war for sure, but then I would have had to juggle dealing. Yeah, and then Spain could attack me at the same time. No, that's probably on balance. This is probably the safer decision. I had to think about it for a minute there. I had to really, really wrinkle the brain. But I think this is the safer outcome. And this then means I can send my navy over to attack Japan, which we are going to do before I forget. This one trade ship, why are you here? Get out. Go look after the Baltic. Bye, get out, go away. I think that's what I want to do. Now, what's the easiest way of getting over to Japan? Ottomans, can we have... Yeah, fleet basing. It's okay. It costs me 2 gold a month. I think we'll handle it. Yeah, take this. We're going to go park in a sub. Why are we... Oh, because I don't have the canal yet. Yeah. That's still the right decision. Yeah, so we go around the Horn. Park in the Ottoman territory temporarily. And then move up here. I think. I mean, the alternative is to go this way. That's probably safer, isn't it? But it's going to take me longer. I still think having fleet base there is useful, but... And now I guess we'll go the safe way. I'm worried about losing my entire fleet if I was too ambitious. So yeah, go over to Santa Catarina. We'll go the safe way. It's slower, but it's safer. And we can, at least this way, get our... Well, we'll let our colony beat up... Well, I was going to say beat up the French side, but I guess not. Okay. Cool. So much for that happening, but it's fine. We'll just piece France out. What do we even want? I should have probably thought about this between episodes, but I didn't. We don't need any. We don't need to humiliate them. We're at 100 power projection already. If I take land directly adjacent to Spain, they are probably going to declare war on me. But I do have to cut a line pretty close, because otherwise they'll just take everything. That's 63 aggressive expansion. Which I can't do because that puts Spain in the coalition. So I'm going to have to wait one tick until Spain gets down to minus 49. But this is probably the land we'll take. We'd also be able to give Milan some land too. I think that's what we're going to do. What is the development on these, by the way? I don't want to put them in a horrible position. They are really, really high value, so maybe just do that instead. And then fleece them for all their money. That'll give us time for our aggressive expansion to trickle down. Yeah, okay, I'm alright with that. So we're going to have to wait, though. We're going to have to wait temporarily. Because otherwise we're going to bring Spain in and they will ruin everything. We should also increase the size of our transport fleet just slightly, just a little bit. Portugal's declared war on a nation that I don't know, so that's fine. Are we good now? Nope, Spain will still join. Come on, Spain. Be a bro. Just look the other way. Okay, our fleet is now here. Go to the other side. Apparently we have ships to upgrade, but we'll deal with that later. We good now? Come on, Spain. We could have ended this by now, but no. Spain has to do Spain things. Honestly, I was going to leave those peasants there, but apparently you can't do that. So the port of Amsterdam, the staple of our golden era. The first port activities in Amsterdam date back to the 13th century. The port was first mentioned in the year 1342, when the city of Amsterdam received city rights. Recently, in the Dutch Golden Age, the port has been transformed into one of the main harbours of the Dutch East India Company, and our operations around the globe. Merchants bring exotic goods to our markets from shores of extreme distance as they are attracted by the busy vibe of our beautiful city, the new pearl of our affluent times. We get a free building or development, depending on what we had. Alright. Cool. Love to see it. Native uprising. Don't love to see that. I guess after that we should probably move this stack somewhere near the border. That would probably be helpful, wouldn't it? Yeah, they still only have 51,000 troops, so I'm not worried about that component of things. Can you let us piece them out now, please? Come on, Spain. Why did they rival us? Okay. That's annoying. And really bad. Like, really bad. Why did they rival us? That's really dumb. Yes, we will take knowledge. Yes, it's going to be really expensive, but we will take knowledge sharing. Why would they do that? You already don't have very many allies. Huh. Well, we're going to have to deal with that for sure. I need Spain out of this blooming coalition plan. Oops, I didn't mean to click OK on that. Where were the natives at? Okay, we're fine. We're dealing with them. Why? Why would they do that? Why? Okay. Very, very unfortunate. Yep, the beta, that's fine. We have some... well, yeah, no doubt the guy that deals with alliances is idle. There's not exactly many of them left. Transoxiana will ally me. They are nowhere near as strong as what I want, but at least there's something. June will not probably ally me anymore. Oh no, they still would. Okay. Let me get out of this war, and then we have to assess our options, because that is incredibly annoying that the Ottomans broke our alliance. 543, take them. I want to vote for Orangists more often, but they need to give me leaders that don't suck. Okay, they're finally not involved. So, this is a slam dunk. We get a bunch of provinces, and we cut France in half, which will hopefully stop Spain from just taking everything. We gave our ally a couple of provinces of very high value as well, so that will be very helpful. Yeah, 50,000 troops. That's nothing to sneeze at. What do we have for... Yeah, we might as well max this out for trust. That's too many. There you go. So, game plan-wise, obviously core everything. We should have moved a stack of troops over first. That was dumb, but it's fine. I already have a transport here. So we're going to move one stack over. Deal with the rebels. Everybody else, at least for now, can drill. I'm sure they'll be interrupted when we deal with the war against Japan. Speaking of which, our navy is now on the west coast of South America. So we want to go to Baja California. Well, the Dutch Baja California anyway. Up and then move over. France has announced Milano's arrival. That makes sense. Yes, we will do that. Denmark has collapsed. I forget that Denmark even still exists in this game, but they're here. Just doing their own thing. Yeah, I bet they cancelled Dutch fleet rights. Why did they rival me? They had so many options, and they picked me. Weird. And stupid. Speaking of things that are stupid, we need to pick somebody stupid to ally with, so we're not going to get wrecked straight away. And pretty much all of our European options no longer exist, unless you want one province miners. Wow, our options kind of stink, don't they? Transoxiana it is. Puts us over our limit again, but it's fine. They're not exactly the Ottomans, but at least they have a big pile of land that's annoying to take over. So, I mean, there's that. And they're not probably as hopelessly in debt either. They don't have any ships, which stinks, but whatever. Nassau is in their golden age. Okay. We have a lot of money. We should be spending some of this. Well, first thing we need to do... embrace our global... I was going to say global trade. That's not correct. Manufactories. Get that done. Buildings-wise. What we should do, and they are usually buildings I never ever build, but naval batteries may be quite useful for once. We're not going to build them everywhere. But we're going to build them in a couple of places where they might land troops. There we go. So I've got a few of them building. Just because that way, if we have enemy fleets kind of sitting around it, we'll attrition them, so they'll have to go back earlier. That's a massive manufactory. Get that built. We could go ramparts as well. That kind of feels like double dipping, and I don't need to. I think what we do need to do, though, is... clearly, we're going to have to get our manpower really, really high, then start getting our fleet limit. So, anything that had above 1,000, done. And I probably want... Probably should do another run of sailors, because we're losing quite a lot of them. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, we spent a lot of money. That's a lot of money. But that's okay, that's what it's there for right now. Yeah, thank you. So, we can't rival France anymore, that makes sense, or England. So, I guess I'm going to have to ally the rival the Ottomans, and then I have to pick one I don't want to pick. Because the problem is that if I rival Spain, Spain will rival me, they will be more inclined to attack me, and then we will be wrecked. Long term, I'm going to have to, but right now is not the time. But I'm trying to befriend Bohemia. And I'm not sure if they're going to long-term hate me, so it might be worth rivaling the Commonwealth. But if I do that, Bohemia will hate that because they're allied. But if I don't do it, you get a penalty to your power projection. I'm just going to have to do this and get it done. They've already rivaled me, just noticed anyway, so I guess we'll just have to eat it. Let's hope they don't attack us. And at least now our expensive, costly embargo is not costing us anything. Yeah, I think that's the right decision. You got to face up to your bully at some point. I just can't believe they broke that alliance. That's so dumb! Because now the Commonwealth can attack them and just absolutely wreck them. Oh dear. That's a poor AI decision if ever I've seen one. And not because it impacted me negatively. Just think that's one of those typical AI bad decisions. Okay, so England it's 1656, Scotland it's 57, France is a million miles away. Okay. Sure. So Japan. We can get a new military leader, so we're going to. Why is he so bad? Why is he so unbelievably terrible? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put you on. Then that. That way, whoever you were leading, get out, you're rubbish. Which stack was it? This one? Nope, this one. Sorry, I misclicked. You need a new leader. There you go. So that's fine on that. We now have a reasonable... Did I get rid of I got rid of the wrong person, didn't I? That's hilarious. Well, I got rid of a person I didn't want anyway. So, I mean, no harm, no foul, but that's really funny. Okay, so... Detach. Get rid. I mean, the 3 points of siege is useful, don't get me wrong, but you need to have at least some combat capability. That's a far better balance. Wow, I really pooped the bed on that something fierce for a bit, didn't I? But that's okay. We got there eventually. That's what matters. So, question: do we ally Shun if we increase our friendship with it? Because we could pretty easily. I think the answer is no, because Shun and Transoxiana hate each other, and I'd much rather have Transoxiana as an ally. Because we're less likely to get in each other's way. They curry some favours. Now look at Japan. Nobody will join because it's a million miles away, which makes sense. Doesn't matter which one I pick. Just pick one of them. Everybody will stop drilling, which is fine. I know there's a setting to turn that off, but I don't need to. Let's just go and siege that out. And then see what Japan does. I'm not going to tax that because I don't want them to be too super duper unhappy. And now our navy, which is not that far away, can come wander over. Okay, Denmark, you do you. Claiming my territory like you have a chance. That's adorable. Yeah, that's fine. We can't claim Picardy anymore. Okay, so let's see what Japan can do, if anything. I'm guessing the answer is not a lot. Japan's already at war with Oirat, otherwise known as the country I think has like the coffee. It looks like the coffee mug should be here. It's the coffee steam. I don't know, maybe that's just me. That level 2 fort lasted about no time at all. I mean, not a huge surprise, really, is it? Yeah, keep going for colonial expansion. I still want to try and expand this as much as possible. I don't know if we'll ever have it meet Eastern Europe, but we'll try. Why not? Why not give it a crack? Level 1 fort, eh? That's cute. Probably build a few more units out here. Not many. But just some infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just so we can have them do a bit of carpet sieging. That's the word I'm looking for. You're the 9 development place, so go over there with this stack, and then we'll do that over here. Yeah, this could be some cool free land. I don't think Japan's going to fight this very hard. Where's our navy? Why is it taking so long? There it is. Yeah, it took a little bit of damage, but nothing of any real significance. Yeah, it's cool. We're going to finally be able to develop some space that's not all terrible, rubbish land. I mean, that'd be really nice. Okay, level 1 fort taken. I don't think there's any more forts on this mainland, so I guess we'll just stand somewhere where we won't get attrition to death and see what we can see. We can purchase an ability. Cool. Dutch commercialization, more trade steering. Just thematically is what we have to do. It's one that we have the choice for that's unique to us. We're going to do it. But yeah, in terms of the age of absolutism, we do have a multicultural nation. We have a big army. We didn't deal with the religious war. We're not going to be Emperor of China. Our absolutism is absolutely not going to be 90. 5 universities should be pretty easy. We can even do that now before I forget. So if we do buildings, university... I mean, this should really be ordered by development, but whatever. There's no filter for it. Some dry docks have completed. Beautiful. Nassau's insulted us. Sure. You two combine and start autonomously sieging. There's no point waiting. Yeah, Burgundy, if you want military access, you can. Spain's sowing discontent. There's some naval batteries. So yeah, our nation's developing nicely. We want all of this, please. I don't think you'll be able to get to there, so I'm going to ask. Okay, so Austria had to give up 1, 2, 3, 4 provinces to the Palatinate. Give them a load of money. Okay, well that means Spain's not in a war anymore, so we have to keep an eye on that. Yeah, this is... I mean, hopefully, what could happen is the Palatinate and Bohemia end up at war. And then drag their big, scary neighbours in. That would be... That's the massive hope. That would be exactly what we want to have happen. We'll see if it does, but that would be the hope. Okay, you two can also do autonomous sieging. Thank you. Then yeah, there's not a lot of them, but it's okay. Our navy is now up to full snuff, so let's go investigate what's happening. And just pieced out Perm. So they must have troops somewhere in the area. I just don't know where they are. They must be, well, they must be over to the west. How far west? Who knows? So I guess, again, we'll move our troops near that area, but we shall see. Thank you for the ship turn that's just been turned into mush. One transport ship, the strongest of navies. Yeah, compared to dealing with all the European wars, this is very peaceful and very slow because all the provinces are enormous, but unsurprisingly, especially in 1653, there wasn't a huge amount out here. So, what you gonna do? You're gonna be stupid and try and get trapped on that island? Oh well, there's the Japanese army. Thanks for knocking out my 2k stack, you rude people, you. Where you going? They have a really bad leader. Okay. I don't want to deal with that. I'll give the nobilities 1% land. I don't want to deal with rebellions in the British land right now. That doesn't sound very fun. Now where you going? I don't know this region very well. So trying to find which province is which can sometimes be a little bit of a slog. I don't usually end up in this part of the game, because there's not a huge number of very exciting starts, in my opinion. Korea's an okay start, but you can kind of just get stuck. It really depends on what happens to Ming. So if Ming falls apart, this part of the game can be really interesting. If it doesn't, then it can be the most boring experience of your life until Ming decides that you no longer can exist. Because as you expand, obviously you become more threatening to them. So they decide, hey, you know what? You're not worth it anymore. And they just wreck your face. Oh my word, why does war take so long on this part of the map? I know I'm only on speed 3, but jeez Louise. Hang on, is the entirety of the Japanese army over here? Does that mean they have no troops in their own mainland? Oh man, I wish I had known that earlier. How long is it going to take to build like a tiny amount of ships? A year? Oh, it's going to take a year. Well, give it a go. We're going to build four transport ships and see if we can get there in time. Yeah, they're fleeing because they have more troops, obviously, over here, which makes sense. I don't want them to consolidate because then they, even though their tech level is terrible, they'll massively outnumber me. I don't know why they're at war with Oirat, though. That's really strange. They're so far away. Okay, well, if they're going to run away that aggressively, I'm not going to pursue them. No, you know what? I should. I don't have open borders? Okay, then. Sure. Yeah, because, I mean, in theory, if they have no troops over here, why can't I just go in and take, like, this area? And that way I have a landing point in the future. Where are you guys going? Anywhere I'm not, I guess is the answer. Yeah, so if I can distract them away from our land for long enough, then I guess that'll kind of fix that problem too? not helping that our stack, it needs to spread up. Spread upwards. Why I usually just do this by myself. And in case they try and cut back, I'm going to go this way around. Ooh, severe trade crisis. Well, I guess I'll make it less bad and spend a token amount of points. Why do I have such high naval attrition? Because of time at sea? Okay, well, go back, I guess. Before you lose your fleet. Sure, that was weird. I'm glad I caught it, because that would have been a very, very sad way to lose all of my army. At sea, or navy, I guess is what they call it. Oh, dear. Well, this has been going on for a long time. I guess we'll tidy up Japan later. So I'm going to put in the cut in the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You can see why we don't play in this side of the map very often. But hopefully you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.